Alright, back onto the ship, and then we'll start our next mission. Hunting down Low. Rob Lowe. I don't know if I have those already. Okay. We got a weapon. Mainly it's just gonna be pet. You. I'm gonna drop off my blobby dude. I spec'd into science weapons and I just don't even bother with them now. Oh, hold on. We are doing the Man in High Orbit. Locate Dr. Jasper Lowe and retrieve his means of access to the Chem Lab on Gorgon. After the collapse of Project Gorgon, Dr. Lowe was rumored to have been traded to a secret Auntie science facility orbiting Olympus. Land on the Olympus Orbital Pharmaceutical Station. I have to sneeze. Now, I don't know much about the new game, the second game, but it's primarily about Auntie Cleo's. So let's learn a bit more about her. Since
An unknown vessel is approaching our ship. Their intentions are currently indeterminate. Once I deduce their intentions, I will play one of two audio signals. A cheerful fanfare if they are friendly, alarms if they are hostile. Their intentions are no longer unknown.
That doesn't sound like fanfare, Ada. Status report, Ada.
The unknown vessel has deployed a boarding mechanism. They will attach themselves to our airlock and attempt boarding shortly. That sound indicates that a boarding mechanism has successfully attached to our airlock. Captain, I am pleased to inform you that we are currently in the process of being boarded.
Well, all this talking to me, I could be doing something. I'm sorry, what?
Boarded, Captain. A verb, indicating a hostile action whereby an enemy ship attempts to invade our own for the purposes of capture. Captain Hawthorne installed a lethal shock trap on our airlock in the event of an invasion. I am prepared to deploy this trap at a moment's notice.
Who are these people and what do they want?
The invading ship appears to be a decommissioned storage vessel. The crew are either pirates or freelancers. My opinion of their competence is low.
How did they find us? I don't want to kill them if they're not actually hostile.
Their ship is using a tracking device too sophisticated for their primitive astrogator. I conclude they are receiving outside assistance. If you prefer to make an escape, I can disable their boarding mechanism. However, as long as that tracking device remains on board their ship, they will be able to find us again.
You can get us out of here. How?
Yes, Captain. I am capable of deploying the Unreliable's articulated thrusters to dislodge their ship from our own. This is a temporary solution, however. A permanent solution may require your personal intervention.
All right, I'll deal with them myself, Ada.
Understood, Captain. I will be deploying the Unreliable's lethal deterrence system. Please approach the airlock and enjoy the show.
Hey, guys.
Now initiated warm welcome protocol. Please maintain a responsible distance. Warm welcome protocol successfully deployed. Have a safe boarding, Captain.
Okay, so now I can board them. Y'all got something to say? We'll start in order of how I got you.
I thought we were safe in the Aether. Oh, law, I'm gonna have nightmares about this for weeks.
Okay.
I must say that there's been nary a dull moment since signing on with this crew.
Got it. Felix?
Got my head in the game, boss. Maybe we can talk when we're done here?
Sure. Ellie?
I've been on the other side of a boarding dock enough to recognize amateurs.
Yoka?
Assholes interrupted my beauty sleep.
Actually, I think I got Sam, but...
Invading foreign threats detected. Deploying lethal measures. Targets, bacteria, viruses, and human scum.
Love you, buddy.
Like what I did with the place?
You didn't do anything. Okay. Should I run a different set of people? Yeah, we haven't... We'll run Vicar and Yoka. Is this meant to be a Firefly reference? Charged ordnance control armor.
Looks like our opponent knows how to play defense. All right, freebooters, fall back and regroup.
Is this an actual quest? Starship Hunters. So I was gonna do this one, but if I'm gonna be hunted no matter what, I have to finish this one. Starship Hunters. A hostile ship is trying to board the Unreliable. Their origins are unknown, although Ada believes they're either freelancers or pirates of questionable competence. 1. Disable the tracking device. Ada detected a sophisticated tracking device on board the enemy's ship. Head into the enemy ship, find the astrogator, and disable the tracking device. Or optional, ask Ada for help. Ada can break away from the enemy ship using the Unreliable's articulated thrusters. This is a temporary solution. Unless you remove their tracking signal, the enemy will find you again. And yeah, that's why I'm just gonna... Stealing. They're my enemy! Why should I care about stealing from them? We need Coach Stilly's credentials to unlock, so he's a coach. Oh. Hey!
Get him!
Got him! Captain, you're wounded!
He's down!
Oh, these guys are strong. Very tough. They're like tossball players. I'm gonna need one outfit.
Knows how to play defense. All right, freebooters, fall back and regroup.
Like wrapped among the rocks.
Here we go!
Get him!
Here's a little trick I learned in prison.
It's never something you want to hear someone say.
Down!
To shreds, you say?
Freebooter tosser.
Our victory is their defeat.
Plasma launcher 2.0. Got the galley key card off of a hacker. The stuff's counting as stealing, so I'm wondering if there's a way of doing this non-lethally. Because otherwise it wouldn't be stealing. Because they're here to kill me. Oh, that's the thing on my clothing. I was like, what is moving around? Galley keycard, if I could somehow stealth behind them, it would be over here. So I'm just looking for notes to find out if these guys are bad people or not. Freebooter's first back and the goalie. Got a crew key card. Grenade launcher 3. There's nothing in here. A grenade launcher 3, but that's not unique. What is Max using, though? You don't have a unique item, Max? It's probably because shotgun is his weapon of choice, and I haven't found a good enough unique shotgun. Hall of Famer tossball stick. As you grip this weapon, you feel the faint, distant shudders of 1,000 tossball goalers. You can have that, Max. I'll give it to Felix later, but you're my other tossball player. Bunch of weights, some chaw. What the fuck is this? A lucky sprat foot. I don't know if I can come back here, so I'm gonna loot that, but I'm pretty sure that's going in my ship. Or not. It's in here. Oh, all right, guys.
I have your back, Captain. Your life was merely an illusion anyway.
That's not at all who I was aiming at. Neither. Both of you just hit completely different people.
Good hit.
But we'll take that level up. Bunch of ship parts. So I gotta check their bodies now that I know keys will be on bodies. Again, it counts as stealing.
Great work.
Why is it stealing? Because they're obviously they're not bad people. They were hired to kill me. But shouldn't that not, like, shouldn't that mean... No, because again, I could have just stealthed in here and didn't kill anybody. I can't keep going through to try to stealth it just because I don't want to kill these guys.
You know, I'm a little disappointed. I was hoping you'd play by the rules. We could have had a good old-fashioned boarding. Now you're barging into my office, muddying tracks all over my floor. A little respect for the ship. Is that too much to ask?
Look, man, I know you're nervous and all, but I'm just here to talk.
I'd take your word for it, but I haven't made up my mind about you. You're the captain of the Unreliable. You dropped out of the sky in Emerald Vale, and whatever you've been doing on Gorgon, you've upset my employer. You and I are in a bit of a situation. I don't get paid unless you're dead, and a man's gotta make a living. You understand.
Well, I can persuade. I already told you I'm here to talk. You can take my word.
Well, it's not like I've got much of a choice here. If you're willing to be reasonable, I'm willing to put away the coach persona.
All right, who sent you, and what do they want, or what do you want?
My team and I were contracted to apprehend the Unreliable, eliminate its crew, and dispose of the captain. I couldn't tell you who hired me even if I wanted to. The contract's anonymous. No names, no faces, just money and a target. I can't turn down a job like that. You understand.
My lie and intimidation aren't high enough. But man, that would have been nice. Putting together a tossball team. So my only option is to pay them or kill them. I've already killed his whole crew. Well, here you go. Here's the money. You can turn this down 4,440 bits.
Wow, that's a lot of bits. I mean, after careful deliberation, I've decided to accept your offer. I'll keep my ship clear of yours. You and I will never cross orbits again.
Better hold to that.
I got no reason to come after you. Use my credentials to get inside the cockpit and take our tracking device. Our astrogation terminal was tracking your ship. Don't ask me how. Never had much luck with computing devices myself.
And what are you going to tell your employer?
The truth. We never caught up to the Unreliable. You vanished somewhere into the void. Astrogator never picked up your location again.
Sure. Notices. On following instructions. Team, there's a time for improvisation and a time for following instructions. Understanding the difference is more of an art than a science. If you find yourself thinking up a creative solution to a problem, ask yourself, what are some of the consequences of my solution? Am I behaving in a way consistent with the values of the freebooters? Let me give you a practical example. Say, I asked one of you to repair the piping in my laboratory. I understand we've got a bit of a parts storage shortage here in Halcyon, so you might try to improvise, using a plasma rifle instead of a welding torch, for example, or tossball sticks instead of chisels. Those are all terrible ideas. Why, you ask? If you think about it, the answer will be as obvious as the hole in my laboratory wall. Don't be sorry, be better, coach. That's why there's a hole in the wall. On practice. Team, practice is important. The best tossball players devote every waking moment to the study of their craft. Scripture tells us our lives are defined by our role in society. Our role is to play tossball. We are never off the field because we never stop being tossball players. Some of you took this advice to heart. You're practicing your pitch and your swing in the commons. I don't have to remind you all of the incident involving a tossball and my entire case of Spectrum Red. Now I understand you're all eager to play. We haven't had a lot of matches since corporate sculpted the team. See, I wish I could have made them a tossball team. But today I had to pry a tossball out of a shattered terminal. That terminal could have been our astrogator. And then I would have had to space the party responsible in accordance with team regulations. Please don't force me into a position where I have to discipline you. I expect you all to behave in a manner consistent with freebooter values, which includes only destroying equipment while on board an enemy ship. Well, your crew's all dead. I'm sorry. Messages from Error. Your target is the Unreliable, a small inconsequential ship with no significant defenses. Freelancer owned and operated, captained by a 2-bit smuggler who goes by Alex Hawthorne. Intercept the Unreliable, eliminate Hawthorne and any crew in your way. I've sent you in advance, along with a tracking device for your astrogator. From Firefly Company Office. So what was the original group? On the future of the Freebooters brand. To the Freebooters, team coach and or his/her replacement. The Firefly Company is currently experiencing an exciting period of growth and change. We are happy to announce that 3 different companies, including but not limited to Spacer's Choice, are currently in the process of negotiating for ownership of Firefly Company's properties. As far as these negotiations go, I'm just going to add that there as I trip myself up. Firefly Company has agreed to dissolve the Freebooters Tossball property so as not to challenge, compete with, undermine, or in any way disrespect the Tossball teams owned and deployed by any company interested in acquiring us. So that's why they're gotten rid of. So they were the Firefly Freebooters. We are pleased to inform you that the Firefly Company has formally renounced its ownership of the Freebooters Tossball brand and all related properties. Furthermore, please be informed that all Tossball-related positions, including but not limited to players, coaches, maintenance, automechanical units, and laborers, are now formally dissolved. Please be reminded that your lifetime indenturement contracts have not been dissolved. Your labor and services remain the sole property of Firefly Company into perpetuity. So they have nothing to do. And, okay. Please be reminded that offering your services to a competitor is strictly contrary to colony law and may be punishable with arrest, imprisonment, mandatory re-education, and or a surprise audit. Furthermore, any independent contract work, also known as freelancing, is strictly contrary to the terms of your lifetime indenturement contract. Your positions have been discontinued as a receipt of this message. Let's hack the deleted messages. Notice of discontinuation. From the Firefly Company Office of Clerical Oversight to the designated captain on this vessel, dear sir and or madam, this is an automated message. Please be informed that the following services, amenities, and products provided by the Firefly Company have been discontinued and or decommissioned. 1. The Firefly Firefly Freebooters Tossball team and all proprietary properties related therein, and 2. All Firefly Company storage and transport ships in development of currently spaceworthy, and 3. All maintenance and repair services provided to Firefly Company vehicles, and 4. All rations, medical rights, company uniforms, and designated domiciles belonging to Firefly Company. Please be informed that captaining a discontinued ship is strictly contrary to regulation and may be punishable with any or all of the following punitive fees: mandatory re-education, imprisonment. Firefly Company will not provide relocation or employment assistance for any discontinued workers, but they're not allowed to work. So they're kicked out. That's how much they got paid, 250 bits, and I just dropped $4,000.
I'll keep my ship clear of yours. You and I will never cross orbits again.
Your crew is all dead, my friend. Mission's done, though. Nope, not yet. Got to disable the tracking system. It's not even unique. Inventory logs and delivery logs. Error. This vessel has been decommissioned by the Firefly Company. This navigational terminal no longer maintains inventory and delivery logs following data obsolescence. Whatever that is. I'm moving on. Oh, whoops. In the last entry. Accepted cargo, energy cells, tossball team. Vendor no longer exists. Outpost no longer recognized. Cargo discontinued. Vessel decommissioned. Let's go ahead and take this tracking device. Status is active. Signal source, the unreliable. Signal position docked. Registered company, none or unlicensed.
Got my head in the game, boss. Maybe we can talk when we're done here?
Welcome back, Captain. I understand you have resolved your differences with our former boarding party. Are you ready to depart?
Yeah, let's get going.
Understood, Captain. Resuming our course.
So now, what do we do with the tracking device? We still have it. No? Okay. And now I lost all that stuff for the ship. Alright, let's see if Winnie knows anything about it.
How do you do?
Has some questions about the job.
Ask anything you like, Captain. It's nice to have a competent partner for a change.
Someone's on to me. They sent me a warning.
Ooh, how ominous. It's like something out of an adventure serial. A bit unoriginal, perhaps, but still exciting. Now I'm supposed to say, that tells us we're on the right track. Their scare tactics won't frighten us off. You know how these things go.
Who else has an interest in Gorgon?
Spacer's Choice? Auntie Cleo? This could go all the way to the top of the food chain, but we're not going to find out by clutching our pearls and quaking in our boots. This poor excuse for intimidation is a bargain basement job. Nothing for you to worry about. Feel free to use these amateurs for target practice if and when the time comes. It'll do wonders for your morale.
Okay, well, pirates raided my ship, except they didn't. I raided their ship. Know anything about that?
I know it sounds very daring and brave. And impressive.
Space has gotten awfully dangerous since I started working for you, Minnie.
Nonsense. Space was perilous before I came into your life, and I dare say it will be perilous long after. I hope those pirates learn their lesson. Don't get me wrong, I respect outlaws and freethinkers. But the moment they lay a hand on my favorite freelancer, they're nothing. Acceptable losses. Not worth a line item in my ledger.
Any theories on who hired them?
Someone who wanted to test you against a worthy foe. Someone without a care for the human lives they would squander in the effort. Whoever they are, I like their style.
Is it you?
I've told you everything I know. I trust you to investigate Gorgon and draw your own conclusions. If you can think of anything specific, all you have to do is ask. Of course, my dear Captain. I look forward to it.
Bye.
Be seeing you, Captain.